Alright, so I appreciate y'all for tuning into that crazy ass Throw That Song. Check that shit out. I got another YouTube page that I would like all y'all to subscribe to so you can hear, some of that shit ain't the best shit I ever said. Hold on, Leo. I'm gonna be back, okay? I gotta close the door because of the sounds outside, but I got a cat out there that's waiting for me. You know what I'm saying? My feral homie. So I forgot what the fuck I was saying. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm wearing my favorite t-shirt, my favorite fucking hat. I'm not gonna talk about timeless today because, to be honest, it's been so crazy at my job that I just been tired. I've been home, I grub all day, 8 hours pretty much and shit. So, but I'm not complaining. I love it. But that's why I'm kind of just freestyling on this episode 23. So 23, like what's his name? Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, arguably. Which also he was on Space Jams. And taking it back to my music is youtube.com/user Space Jams ENT 11, I believe.
Yeah.
Let me go to it.
Yeah. A little bit, please, just a little bit, please.
Oh, I went to the wrong one. Let's see. And yeah, subscribe to it if you don't mind. I had 31 songs in that motherfucker. All these songs are older songs, from 10 to 11, 12, 13 years old. But I never loaded up on my YouTube because I'm so slow. I barely put them on SoundCloud like a year ago. But I got this app on my laptop that helped me. I just figured out how to do it because of the app. And it helped me with the podcast, with this podcast, and it also helped me with the music. So if you look up Chris X Chaos and then put music, you'll find it real fast. But it says, so it's youtube.com/user/Space Jams ENT 11. That's SPACE space JAMS Jams ENT 11. I don't know how long I'll be able to keep that, but that's the name of my YouTube page. But that's the URL. The name of it is Chris X Chaos, and the X has a dot at the end. Let me just show y'all how the page looks real quick. Ta-da. And I got all kinds of fucking songs, man. And I got playlists. Depending on what you feel like listening to. I got that gangster shit. I got them party tracks. I got that lyrical shit. Them weed songs. Some chill tracks. And what's this one? Oh, my favorites. I don't think that's public though. Or it might be. I don't know. So yeah, check that out for sure. So there's a lot going on in the world. But there's a lot of positivity. So try to stay positive. You know what I'm saying? It helps. And as I don't know, I think I probably talked about this last time, but what helps me is prayer, weed, crystals, and I mean crystals like gemstones. I'm not talking about that crystal meth or anything like that. Crystals like gemstones like amethyst and obsidian. All them. I got all those in my backpack, so I take those to work with me. And I do a prayer, and what else? I guess it's because of my chemical imbalance, because I started taking, I started fucking with my brain DNA when I was like 15, right? I did coke, and I enjoyed it, so I did coke for a few years. And then during that time, you know, I would smoke. I started with coke. You know how they usually say, "Oh, weed's a gateway drug." Well, shit, yayo was my gateway. So I tried the yayo. Then I got into weed. Then I would drink. I tried Freon once. I used to take hydrocodone often. I used to sip promethazine codeine anytime I could get it. And yayo, I would do that shit at school. I'd be in class, in math class with a book, just, you know what I'm saying? I'd go to the restroom and hit some bumps. I'd be in class sipping lean with they used to have Sprite Remix. Yo, that Sprite Remix used to hit, especially with that promethazine codeine mixed in back when it used to be cheaper. And I had a doctor that used to just prescribe that mother. I had like a little and he would give me a whole fucking bottle. That same doctor got caught up. He would overprescribe like pain medication and shit. He had like an article in the newspaper about him. But what else did I do? I guess that's it. Oh, I tried mushrooms, and then as I got older, I had a few more. I became more respective of the hallucinogenic aspect, and so as I got older, I respected more of the trip. Acid. I don't really regret doing acid. I don't regret anything, yo. Everything, I feel like everything happened for a reason, so I can have these stories and shit. As you can tell, I have long hair right now. Not by choice, but I have like this anxiety. Even though I take an anxiety medication, even though I take weed and shit, I still have this weird anxiety about going to get a stranger to cut my hair. So for years, I've been having my cousin's wife do it, so it's been pretty dope. But she's been busy, which I respect. Which is, I mean, I think everything happens for a reason, like I said. So maybe her. Now I fucked with it. But earlier it was brushing shit. That shit gets wavy, man. Wavy. I might put like a picture of my hair brushed the way I look at work and shit, because it's kind of wild. But it's all good. You know what I'm saying? It's all, sometimes I even think, like, because what I read was that the Native Americans used to let their hair grow because it makes you more in tune. They're like antennas and shit. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully this shit don't interrupt me, whatever. That should be alright. Hold on 1 second. Let me put on party track real quick. 1 second, y'all. I don't drink like that no more, but it's, like I said, some old shit. And I felt like it was too decent to let it go to the abyss. Might as well. Yo, that song right here, Drink Like a Sink, is 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Like I said, I'm working on new shit now, 10 years later, and my mindset is different. You know, I still feel like I was lyrical back then, I'm lyrical now, but my content is different. But I felt like the product that I made years ago, I couldn't throw it away. And even though some of it would get some people canceled, I'm so not famous, like I don't really give a fuck. And my new shit, you know, and I'm younger, so that's what I can say. I mean, I have the hard copies of everything, so I can be like, yo, it was in 2010, 2009. And like I said, I just feel like I needed to share it. Especially for the people from my hometown who asked me about it. Yo, why ain't your shit on YouTube? I've been wanting to hear your shit. I lost that CD. And, you know, and it's been fucking time. I should have had this shit on a long time ago, but I'm slow, motherfucker, because I'm a turtle. I'm a ninja turtle, but I'm a turtle. But slow and steady wins the race, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's all in due time. And it just so happened that I did the podcast first before I started putting music on YouTube. So, I mean, that's fucking interesting because I never would have thought of that. So, yeah, for sure. And yeah, man. Like I've been when it comes to social media, I've been kind of like cutting back. I had to unfollow some people that I felt like were giving off this negative energy that wasn't necessarily theirs. It's just a reflection of negative energy. I think a lot of people are afraid of being wrong. I've been proven wrong before, and I would like to think that I accepted wrong with grace. If you ask the members of the Odd Pod, I think they would agree. Um, but we're always learning. And I could still be wrong about my political views at the moment. But I don't think I am. Yet I would still respect everybody, no matter what you think, because I understand why they think that. And I understand it's like, but I'm used to it. In a lot of ways, I'm used to being on that other side. You know what I'm saying? Because I was into the whole night, like in 2011 when I got into all the conspiracy theories and shit. I mean, that's when I dove deep. It was because of hip hop. And I was like, I was talking to this cat named, shout out to Knowledge 405. We were at Levine's, and I asked him about the shit about hip hop. We were just talking. I was like, yeah, hip hop sucks now. It's like real pop culture. There's no real lyrics to it. There's no content. It's not good like it was in the early 2000s with DMX and Nas, and and he's like, yo, I need to put you on this DVD. This DVD was like 3 hours long, similar to Follow the Cabal, and but this DVD was about just hip hop, and it was about the Boule, Boule. The Boule is this organization, is like a section of Illuminati where it's basically African Americans, melanated Americans, and a lot of the biggest stars who I felt like weren't that good, but were getting radio play, were showing off these symbols, and they talked about the symbolism and the occult and all this shit. And through that got me deeper into just the rabbit hole. I was like, yo, I just kept going. And when you keep going, then I found that's around 2011, 2012. So then, in 2012, everybody thought the world was going to end. Not everybody, but I was one of the people that did. And, I was like, fuck it. Because I had read the Bible and shit, so I was like, well, if the end is supposed to happen, for the beginning to happen, then, blah, blah, blah. Fuck it. But it didn't happen like that. And then, recently, I was like, I've been reading other books about angels and demons and fourth dimensional beings and just all kinds of shit that I would have never thought I would have read before, and now I'm more open up possibilities. But I also understand, because of my background, because of the Boule, I learned about the Illuminati. Because of Illuminati, I learned about the Rockefellers, the Rothschilds. I learned about the Bilderbergs. I learned about early Alex Jones when he discovered the Bohemian Grove. I knew that they were fucking with the water, with the fluoride. I knew that they were fucking with the food, with GMOs, pumping the food with the animals with drugs and shit. And so I knew all that. I knew the chemtrails. I knew all that shit, but I couldn't do nothing about it. And it was just all negative. And at the time, now that I'm thinking about it, my life was really negative. I was doing some negative shit. I was drinking a lot. But I wasn't drinking like in a good way. I was drinking in a bad way. If that makes any sense. I feel like this past summer I was drinking in a good way. Because I was happy. I was celebrating life. And, I was on vacation and shit. in good spirit and good health. So back in the day, I mean, shit, I was telling my sister, I was reflecting on high school. My senior year, we used to skip school, right? And you know, we kicked it with underclassmen as well. So we had some female, you know how scumbags in senior year do, because you get these freshmen, these new girls and shit. And we used to get fucked up, bro. We used to down the street from my parents' crib, man. We would go there and get fucked up on tequila, 8, 9, 10 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Like, we would get fucked up. And I mean, I can't even imagine doing that shit now. I can't even fuck with tequila now. We used to just goop, 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 goop. Our friend, he was a Salvadorian named Saul. What's up, Saul? Shout out to Saul if he's watching this. I think he was Salvadorian. No disrespect if you're something, but I remember his crib, or at his dad's crib, they had like a barrel, like one of those barrels, and it was just filled with tequila. And I mean, I had some good time. Like, my dick gets a little hard, like, just thinking about it, not because of that, but that's when I was fucking a lot, man. I was fucking a lot. We used to skip school and drink, and I would fuck, I would fuck a chick, and it was fun. It was very fun. Senior year, but when I was 15, freshman year, I was corrupted. That's when I started the second semester. The first semester of freshman year, I didn't do shit. I was in pre-IB at Garland High, and I wanted to be cool. I don't know why the fuck I wanted to get in where I fit in, and I felt like, and this is probably narcissistic of me, but I felt like for the cool kids, I mean, for the nerds, I was really cool. For the cool people, I was kind of cool. And I wanted to be cool because that's what the girls like, the cool, the gangsters, the bad chicks, the Latinas, the Hispanic girls. And that's what I was into and shit. That's what I'm still into, you know what I'm saying? I love me a Mexican American girl, because I don't know why. That's just because what I am, because of my... Well, actually, my son's mom is she's Mexican, and I guess I love Mexicans. But all Hispanic, I mean, I love all women, to be honest with y'all. I can't even lie to y'all. Black women, white women, I love all women. Women are beautiful creations by God of their art. Every woman is beautiful. I mean, every part of a woman is beautiful. I love how a woman smells, feels, everything, man. Women are fucking... The world would suck if there was no women. Could y'all imagine? Fuck that. I'd be like, what? This is a world with no women? I'm killing myself and hopefully reincarnating into a world with women. Because a world with no women is not a world I want to live in. Women are amazing, you know, from sisters, daughters, wives, mothers, you know, lovers, aunts, grandmothers. Women, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for women. That's why sometimes I think that God is a woman. And some people might think that's blasphemous, but I think that's ridiculous to think that's blasphemous. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to make sure that this thing is still recording. And let me put on another track. I was talking about the mall in there. And I remember this one time I met this girl at the mall, right? I think she had a wig on. Because I feel like she had a wig on. So I spit game to her, got her number. We were texting and shit, caking. And then we went we were going to meet up at the mall again. Where we met. Shout out to Town East Mall. And so I had this thing back in the day where, and this was like, how old was I? I was probably like 22, 1. I don't even know. Early 20s for sure. Maybe, yeah, that's, and anyway, I didn't like smoking before a date. Especially with a girl I barely knew. I couldn't do it. I had to like smoke like a little bit hours before and have time to chill and shit. Now I think it's different, and I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Anyway, it just is what it is. That wasn't a fart. That was my foot. Fuck it out. If I fart, I'll tell you I fart. So, that girl ended up. So I picked up my cousin because he wanted to go to the mall too, or she was gonna bring a friend. I was like, all right, I'll bring my cousin or some shit like that. And you know that was common when we were young to double date and shit. And shit, I might have been. I don't even know how old I was. Whatever. And when we had that date, so she's like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna make it yet. If I'm gonna make it to the mall. I was like, bro, I don't think she's gonna come through. Let's just smoke this blunt now, and let's just go to the mall. Well, we started smoking the blunt, me and my cousin. Shout out to Cheesy, aka None, and we went to the mall, and we were fucked up. We were high, very high off one blunt. I don't remember what it was. One time me and him got real fucked up on Chronic and Lean, and we recorded a batter. That's the next track I need to load up. It's called Throw with me and my cousin No. And anyway, so she hits me up. She's like, "Hey, I did come to the mall. We're here. What's up?" And I was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." And I'm high as fuck, and I don't want to, but I'm like, I need to try. So I think this is after me and my son's mom broken up. She had a boyfriend and shit or something like that. And I was like, bro, I gotta just get out there. I gotta try. What's the worst that'll happen? And so we met up with them, and she had brown hair this time. Either that or I was just so high both times that I don't remember what kind of hair she had. But this time, I'm pretty sure she had a wig, because I'm pretty sure I met her blonde hair. Second time we saw each other, brown hair. And I asked her about it, and she said, "No, I didn't have blonde hair before." And it was awkward as fuck. And then we went to Sbarro's, and I got spaghetti like a stupid ass. And I got messy. She's like, "Yeah, I figured you were gonna get messy." I was like, "Oh shit, yeah." And then my cousin and that girl, they didn't hit it off at all, cause he was fucked up too. That's what I'm. If we weren't so high, we would have probably been spitting game and shit. But everything happens for a reason. You know what I'm saying? And that's, I was just like, I just always remember that. I said, and me and him, we had a couple adventures together, because he was there when I was, that night that I was riding on no wheels. Hours before that, I had got to the strip club before I blacked out, and I saw him about to go into the strip club with a couple bottles of Grey Goose. And I had already been fucked up off of Fort Locos back when they weren't regulated and they still had caffeine in the motherfuckers. And those were like blackouts in a can. And I had a couple of those. I had got into it with my son's mom that night, and it was all on me and how I reacted to the shit through no fault of her own. And there's one song I actually deleted from SoundCloud because there's some things that you just don't talk about. And it was a good song too. Fuck it. Oh yeah, he was there when so I was blackout drunk at that strip club, and I was like hitting the table like for more dances, right? And so I got a couple dances, but I wasn't paying for them. And that happened a few more times. I was like, boom. And I got another dance. This is all he told me, because I don't remember none of this shit. I was blacked out. And I'm just like, just boom, getting danced. Eventually they're like, yo, you gotta go. You can't be just getting free dances and shit. So they kicked us out. They kicked me out. But before that, some girl was like, Yo, I like your glasses. And these were these glasses. God bless these glasses right here. I know eventually I'll probably have to get new glasses, but I don't. I have to get. I tell you, I don't know how that shit is, and I don't like doing shit, all that shit. Setting up an appointment. You know, I sound like a lame, but setting up an appointment for the eye doctor, paying for the eye doctor, going to the eye doctor. Then they test your eyes and say, "Oh, your eyes got worse. You need stronger glasses," and they give you stronger glasses, and then them hoes like give you a headache and shit. And it's like, nah, y'all making my eyes worse. Is what y'all doing. I might be just be paranoid, but I don't. But I like these glasses. So anyway, this stripper was like, "I like your glasses." I was like, "I like yours too." She didn't even have no fucking glasses. Now my cousin told me all this shit. I don't even remember, bro. At the same time, I had a friend with me. Was it that night? Yeah, it was that night. He was with me. Man, that night was crazy. And I'm pretty sure I already talked about it on here. Cause I've talked about it so much, but anyway, I think that's a decent episode. You know what I'm saying? I'll try to have more. I want to be on time too. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm trying to be on time. It's called the Friday Podcast, and I know Friday is a state of mind, so you can feel like Friday even on a Tuesday. You know what I'm saying, or Monday, because if you at least with me, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, even on the day I gotta go to work, you know what I'm saying, if I record that day, I'm like, okay, it feels like a Friday in a weird way. You know what I'm saying? If I release it that, even if I gotta go to work the next day, I'm like, yo, it feels. And for some people, it is their Friday when I drop it. So, you know, I guess let me play this out. You know what I'm saying? What's a good song to play? So this song right here got played on the radio one time. Because I had all my friends request it. And it was the censored version. I have a censored version, but I didn't post that bitch. Shout out to Yerba Mate. Fuck a latte.
We on the block, in the trap, we the 40 and the shorty and the
I had that shit weird.
We in the hood.
That's how high I am.
Shit.
We understood. Yeah.
I'm
I'm fucking up my own words. Purple heads, higher than Empire Stairs. Hate to win and hate to stare. Ladies jocking, I don't care. Go digging, hoe set, fuck a rose. I wanna put you back in. Get fucked and go. Yep. Tricking me. In the Laos Creek. Box up.
My niggas make your jaw crunch. Breaking on the mic, but I'm pounding, knocking niggas front. Pass a cigarette blunt.
Skip over the silly punks.
Heard about me
For your shorty, but you never see me once.
casually fly the world.
Passing me
I
by.
like to pass it and
Fly.
make music and
Rhymes. I will never pass.
My work is in the pot.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know where my block's at. We shit with our block straps. Can't hang with no lames because we kick it with hot cats. So where your little spots at? And where your little drops at? Smashing clothes, stacking dope. On my block, and we got that.
we on the block. We the 40 and the shorty and the clock. And the clock in for good.
I like that door. My sister put that stuff. It's pretty cool.
It's
Catfish.
understood. Verse 3 is for the haters. Pimps, hoes,
The
and
players.
I've been in it
For a minute.
trying to be a
Money maker.
Wow.
Wow. I'm fucking. I shouldn't even be singing. I should just end this bitch a lot of time. And this song.
Fresh like Dougie, sipping muddy, chilling with my sipping buddies.
So I got 5 subscribers on that channel right there. And I got 28 on my podcast channel. And I love the 28 and I love the 5. But I wanna get that music channel up to 28 if y'all don't mind. If not, it's cool. I mean, my music's not for everybody, that's for sure. That's for sure. So I understand. But I got different shit. Let me I got this one where my homegirl sang on it, Brittany. Wada Dazo, I think is her name. Shout out to Brittany. And these songs right here, they're all on my music page. This one's called Never Coming Down. Shout out to Luis Puente that he made all the beats for the most part. Yeah. Of course, they're kind of rough. Some of it's rough audio. Some of these were made in the houses, closets. Seem to be too dramatic. Yo, this right here, this right here, this guitar right here. Wow. Take this shit out right here. Yeah, getting ready. Listen. Yes, I do, baby.
Let me fuck with this.
And I did. I fucked with it. I fucked with it hard.
I got flavor in your ear, girl.
Tell me how it tastes.
Star of the year, first through fifth place, and I've been right here. You must have looked through my face, each bar, each hood.
Not crooked, they straight.
Like my finances.
No wine glasses, mistakes, but big face, little face. Money takes me to space.
You lames couldn't pace my materials
original.
In your face, in the face.
Message ain't subliminal.
No competition
Visible.
So behind is
Miserable.
Shit is
Visible.
Damn near
Invincible.
The way I move the
People is damn near physical.
When I'm near it, you hear it, go crazy.
Be like, that's my baby.
You got to choose
Using the fucking prophet. Here send a message, the message is just dropping like it's hot.
Shake until it's not. Let me blow a little air and get your spot. Hey, let that hoe rock. Let that beat play.
Damn. Yo, when I get real blaze, when I listen to myself, man, I'm like, yo.
I
should be
smoke
famous.
from the forest.
I just fuck with you. But nah, but for real. Alright, so I'm gonna let y'all go. But I got a lot of shit on here, man. Check this shit out. This is my weed songs right here. That's what I was just going through. Oh, that's a good weed song right there. I'm gonna end it with this one. 12 views loaded on October 12th, 2020. So far, man. Come on, man. I'm gonna get that up. This one got a little Pimp C sample on it. Oh shit, fuck that. Shout out to Texas, Port Arthur, baby. Dallas. Lone Star State. Bitch, I always go hard.
I never go south like a motherfucking blue hill. Chilling on a blue hill with red chicks on blue hills. Red pussy pipe trips. Red eyes and fresh kiss. Red lips, red trips. No more headache like red pill. Green tobacco in my cigarette. Green makes me sit still. Make green money cause green helps me spit it. Black wallet, black heart, black lungs probably. Windows pitch black like the paparazzi follows me. I party like the white kids at rich white colleges. Got a white girl on my shirt like I'm a gynecologist. Purple drink up on my jeans. I spill that violin. Jimmy and his purple haze. I'm an airplane pilot. Kiss the orange sky
On a warm summer night,
the sun looks like it orange.
and I wanna take a bite. Wake and bake already.
Flying day
Green kite.
shit. I got the day off. I'ma start the day right.
Yeah, that's my tomorrow song, baby. That's that Saturday track right there, man. Always. And y'all always go hard too for always tuning in. I love y'all. Peace.